Good morning class, welcome to one more session of online lectures. I hope everybody is staying safe and doing great job. Okay, so today we'll start with this second practical session on live or virtual mode by using this online video. Today, in the previous video, we have found out by using this tachymeter how to find out the constants by using the lab method, or we can say a field procedure. We have got the first multiplying constant as 100 and additive constant as 0. So by using these constants, we will further move with this the next video, which is again based on finding out the RLs, of the different points which are either at elevation or at an depression. So by using this tachymetric method, we can able to find out the horizontal distance as well as we can able to find out the vertical elevation also. Okay, now we will choose 2 points. One is at a higher elevation, second will be at a lower elevation, and by using the tachymetric constants, by using the tachymetric method, we are going to find out the RLs. Okay, so students, experiment number 2. Experiment number 2, to find out the RLs. To find out the RLs of points at different elevations. We will select 2 points. One is a summit point, we can say, or at a elevation angle, and second will be at a depression angle. So I will just give you the brief idea about how we will go for these 2 cases. Okay, so suppose we will select 2 stations. One is, suppose here, this is my first station, say it is at a higher elevation, and second will be, say here, at a lower elevation. Say this is my instrument station, and say this is my another point. We will name these 2 points as point A, and say this is my point B. This is the dotted line. Let us say this is the ground level. This line will show us the ground level. Now we will say this instrument station as O0, where I have to keep the tachymeter, and this dotted line is nothing but my line of coordination, or we will say the level line. We will say it as a level line. Now we have studied in the theory to find out the RLs of point A and point B by using the methods. Okay. So in this case, what we have to do is we have to bisect the running rod at the staff at point A. Suppose this is the inclined line. Say this is the bottom crosshair line, and say this is the top crosshair. It will make an angle. Say theta 1. Which is nothing but the elevation angle, and say this is the ground surface, from the center hairline. Second year, I hope you have knowing from center hairline to the ground, this is H. From center hairline to the ground, this distance is H. From center hairline to the dotted line of a instrument axis, this is instrument axis. From central hair reading to the instrument axis, this vertical distance is V, the vertical component required to calculate the RL of point. Okay. Now this is H, this is B. We will name top, middle and bottom cross readings as small say A1, small a2 and small a3. Students, A1 will become your top cross hair reading, A2 will become your bottom cross hair reading, and A3 will become your, sorry, A1 is top cross hair reading, A2 is your middle cross hair reading, and A3 is at the lower cross hair reading. So this is all about the case number 1. In case number 1, we have a line of collimations inclined in the upward position. So when we have to go for the procedure will be like this. Select 2 points, point A and point B. Keep the instrument in such a way that we can have visibility of both the points, point A and point B. Then, after the temporary adjustment of your tachometer, try to bisect the point A and point B. When you bisect the point A, what reading we have to take? We have to take 3 cross hair readings. We have to take top, middle and bottom cross hair readings. With this, we require to take the vertical angle also. This is the first case, angle of elevation. Let us go towards the angle of depression. In the angle of depression, if I draw the line, say this is my middle cross hair, this dotted line will show us the top and the bottom cross hair readings. Again, from central cross hair to the instrument axis, this is vertical component B, and as it is point B, I will name top B1, middle B2 and lower as B3. Got it? B1 and B3, this distance will be say S2, staff intersect S2, and from B2 to the ground, this distance is H2. We will say it as B2. As it is second case, so we will name the second case terms as S2, V2 and H2. On the same line, we can go for say V1, H1, and the distance between A1 and A3, this is S1. S1 is nothing but your staff intercept. Students, in case number 1 we have finished whatever the observations. For the case number 2, when we bisect the point B, staff at point B, again we have to take the 3 crosshair readings, as well as we have to take the angle of depression, which is theta2. Here we have to take top, middle, bottom crosshair readings, as well as we have to take the vertical angle at that point. Okay. Now in this case, we would like to find out what is the RL of point A and what is the RL of point B. So we have to take one more reading on the benchmark. We have to take one more reading on the benchmark. Suppose somewhere on this, or somewhere in this locality, we will select a station. We will select one station, which is called as a benchmark. Somewhere over here, say this is the benchmark. I have kept the staff on the benchmark, and I will bisect this benchmark. Once you will get the benchmark reading, let us say the benchmark reading is 100.00, and say this is my first reading, which is say something 1.5. Let us assume it as 1.5. So instrument axis RL will become 100 plus 1.5. 100 plus 1.5. So by using this instrument axis RL, it is easier to calculate the RL of point A as well as RL of point B. Now we will go on the field to locate the station A and station B. Okay, we will go on the field to locate the station A and station B. Okay students, thank you very much for attending the session. Yeah, we are here in this field work to find out the observations. You can see I have just set up the tachometer over here. I have just set the bubble at the center. You can see if it is visible. You can see the bubble is at the center. By using major adjustment to be done by using this legs, and the minor adjustment to be done by using these foot screws. I hope it is visible to you. Now I have just marked the center line. I have just marked the center line, whether it is visible second year. Here I have marked the station O. I have marked the station O. Now if this point is visible, whether this point is visible second year, please let me know. Now here in front of this classroom number 119, I have just tied a point. Say that a staff, that point is B, okay, and another staff is I have tied. I think it is not clearly visible to you, but I have taken 2 points. One is that is your point A, which is just on the second floor of your college, 228, that is your point A, and here in front of 119, that is your point B. So I am going to take the observations on A as well as on B. Okay, so second year, to visualize the first reading or to find out the instrument axis, I have kept the one staff on benchmark. The benchmark I have assumed over here is 100.00 meters. So I will take the reading on the benchmark. Second year, just I have came from the field observations. I will be putting all the observations in front of you, and you have to calculate the RHs. You have to calculate the RHs. Okay. Now, instrument station. Second is staff station. Then next is vertical angle. Then staff readings. Here, top, middle, and bottom. Staff instrument station is O. Staff station is say B. Vertical angle for B is 11 degrees 40 minutes. Top crossley rating is 1.735, 1.735. Middle crossley rating is 1.625, and bottom cross rating is 1.511. Next, for the staff station A, the top head angle is 7 degrees 40 minutes. Top cross rating is 1.805, 1.53 is your middle cross rating, and 1.25 is the bottom cross ratings. Second year, these are the observations, and by using these observations, one more observation is we have taken the benchmark RL. Remark, I have taken the benchmark RL as 100 meter and staff reading on the benchmark is 1.380 meters. So this is the data we have observed and by using this data we have to calculate this RL of point A as well as RL of point B. Okay, so here we have to first of all find out the vertical component for V for case number 1 as well as for case number 2. Vertical component V, the formula is K into, say if it is first case, K into S1 into sine 2 theta upon 2 plus C into sine of theta, where K and C are your constants. So in the previous experiment we have calculated K as 100, C as 0. S1 is what? S1 is nothing but the first staff intercept. So you have to take 1.73 minus 1.515, you will get S1. What is theta? What is theta over here? Theta will be the vertical angle for case number 1. So by using this formula, C is 0, so you will get this term as 0. So by using this formula, calculate V1. Calculate V1. Once you have calculated V1, how to calculate the RL of point A? It is equal to instrument axis RL yes. Now to visualize this thing, I have to draw a small sketch. So let us say here I have kept the instrument over here. This is the star and I have bisected like this, and say this is my instrument axis. So from instrument axis, this distance is V, as it is the central gravity, bottom, and say this is top. So if I would like to find out this, RL, how one can find out? We can find out by using this formula. Instrument axis RL, from instrument axis RL, we second here, to find out the RL of say this is your point A, this is your instrument station O. If we are doing this instrument axis RL plus V minus H, you will get the RL of point A. Okay. So by using this formula, we have to calculate the RL, instrument axis RL plus V minus H. Second here, by using this particular calculations, we can find out the RL of point A. On the same line, we can find out the RL of point B. We can find out the RL of point B. Okay. So by using this experiment, we have calculated RL of point A and RL of point B. Now it is your task to tell me what is the RL of point A by using the calculations. I have given you this observation table. By using the observation table, each and every student out there, they have to calculate RL of point A. I have given you the formula in front of you, as well as you have to calculate the RL of the second point B. Okay students, thank you very much for attending this online session. Next video, we will going to find out what is the gradient of a line. What is the gradient of a line between point A and point B. Okay, thank you students for attending this session.